I have a theory that the El Dorado city of gold must be our own Lanka. After all, it was also a city of gold. And Atlantis could be Dwarka. What can you comment about this? El Dorado is this reputed city made of gold in the Americas. El Dorado, city of gold. Now, Kalpana has the theory that this must be our own Lanka because Lanka was called Soneki Lanka, city of gold. And Atlantis could be Dwarka. What's my thing on belief? What's my comment on this? Um, I don't know about Atlantis Dwarka. That hypothetical relationship. See, Atlantis. The story of Atlantis came from what? Plato, Aristotle, one of these guys, and that's Greece. So that's about 3,000 years ago. Let's say roughly, 3,000, maybe 2,500. But let's give it 3,000 years just to make it a round number. So maybe these fellows they heard this story 3,000 years ago. Now, Dwarka is definitely older than 3,000 years. So it could be that they heard the story of this great city that went under the ocean because of the earthquake, and then the Greeks called it Atlantis. But the story came from India. It's possible. Yeah. So I think there is a small possibility. I will not say it's guaranteed that this is the one. Yes, Atlantis is Dwarka or Dwarka. I'll not say that. I'm saying it's possible. We cannot discount the possibility. Maybe the possibility is slightly small, but it is a possibility, and I am open to considering it. That's what I'll say. Um, El Dorado and Sri Lanka. Now, Sri Lanka was called a city of gold back in the day. I don't know how many thousands of years ago during the Ramayana era. The El Dorado that the Spaniards were looking for was a different city. I promise you of that. Let me tell you the story. Do we have time? The Spaniards were driven by this greed, this lust for gold. Okay, so their guy Don Cristobal Colon, Christopher Columbus had discovered this new world, and he had come back to Spain with promises that there is gold out there, so that he could have a great career as a conqueror, as the governor of Hispaniola and so on. It didn't end well for him, but the stories inflamed the whole of Spain that there's gold out there, plenty of gold, and then they were able to find some gold. They destroyed the Inca Empire. Francesco Pizarro was it? Was it Hernan Cortes? It was Pizarro. A lot of gold. So they thought there is a city out there somewhere in the jungles which has so much gold, all the other gold in the world becomes obsolete. And there were stories of Cibola, the seven cities of gold, which came from during the before the Spanish Reconquista and so on. So because of all these myths and legends and so on, also because of stories associated with what's his name? I forget the name right now. Lots of names. So because of these stories, you had this myth that was created of El Dorado, a city of gold. It has nothing to do with Lanka. It was a myth in the Spanish imagination. They were looking for that, not for Lanka. That I can tell you.